Well, the Miami Marlins have made a signing here at the start of spring training, bringing in a pitcher that's going to be a no-risk, high-reward situation for the Marlins. Welcome back to Clemox. I'm Gillis TV, and if you're new to the channel and like anything MLB, don't matter what the team is, we got it covered here. News, rumors, live streams, whatever it is, we have it covered here on Clemox. So if you could kindly hit that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into it. The Marlins informed reporters earlier today, including Daniel Alvarez Montes of El Extra Base, that they have agreed to terms on a minor league deal with right-hander Richard Rodriguez. The reliever will receive a non-roster invitation to camp. Rodriguez, who turns 33 later this week, has had quite a roller coaster experience in the past few years. With the Pirates in 2018, he seemed to break out by posting a 2.47 ERA over 69 and 1/3 innings, striking out 31.5% of batters faced. The next year, his strikeouts dipped to 22.1%, and his ERA jumped to 3.72. He got back on track in the shortened 2020 season with an incredible 36.6% strikeout rate, helping him drop his ERA down to 2.70. In 2021, his strikeouts dried up again, dropping down to 22.8% in his time with the Pirates. He still managed to keep the runs off the board with his ERA at 2.82 when he was dealt to Atlanta. His strikeouts got even further away from him after switching jerseys, as he only punched out 8.5% of batters with the Braves that season. He managed to post a 3.12 ERA in that time, but that was largely thanks to a 200 batting average on balls in play and a 97.1% strand rate. With both of those numbers being unsustainable, fortunate, Rodriguez could have been retained for a couple more seasons via arbitration, but Atlanta looked past his low ERAs and decided to non-tender him prior to the 2022 campaign. While a free agent, he was given an 80-game suspension after testing positive for performance-enhancing substances. Once that suspension was served, he joined the Yankees on a minor league deal. He eventually posted a 3.96 ERA in 25 minor league innings, striking out 25.5% of batters faced. For the Marlins, this is a no-risk move since they're bringing in Rodriguez into the fold without committing a roster spot to him. The last two seasons have been up and down for the righty, but he's not far removed from being a dominant bullpen arm in the big leagues. If he cracks the roster at some point, he'll stay as a full slate of options and just over 4 years of service time, meaning the Marlins could keep him around Marlins could keep him around if he returns to form. Rodriguez will try to crack a bullpen that features intriguing hurlers such as Dylan Floro, Tanner Scott, Matt Barnes, and AJ Puck, and others. So like I said at the start of this video, it's a high-risk, low-reward, or a low-risk, high-reward for the Miami Marlins. Getting a pitcher who's, relatively had an up-and-down career for Rodriguez, but can actually still put up decent ERAs. And that strand rate is one to look at too. It's just the Braves looked past those statistics and found something they didn't really like. And of course, with the 80-game suspension last season, that didn't help Rodriguez's career either. But he can still be that dominant pitcher that teams need him to be coming out of the bullpen. In 2021, he played in 64 games, going 5-4 with a 2.94 ERA in 64 and 1/3 innings pitched. He also had 42 strikeouts. Of course, his strikeouts dipped that year. And he had a whip of 0.93. Over the course of his career, Rodriguez has played in 228 games, going 16-14 for a 3.28 ERA in 228 innings pitched, racking up 230 strikeouts with a whip of 1.13. So like I said, Rodriguez is going to be one of those Marlins pitchers where if he cracks this lineup, it's a big reward. If he doesn't, throw him in the minors, DFA him, do what you need to do. But it's just one of those hope and the prayers I think the Miami Marlins are putting on that, hey, we found a diamond in the rough. Yes, he's 33, but he can help us this year. Sorry, I keep playing with my beard because, like, it's itchy and I don't know if the younger kid got something in it, but it's just irritating me right now. But we'll see what happens with the Miami Marlins and Richard Rodriguez as well. But that is going to be it today. It's not an 8-minute video. I don't think I can drag this out much longer. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. I'll catch you on the next one. Actually, before we go, we'll actually look at these numbers here too. So he started his big league tenure in 2017 with the Baltimore Orioles, going 0 wins, 0 losses in 5 games played. He had an ERA of 14.29, which 5 games played, that is terrible. He then went to the Pittsburgh Pirates, played 63 games that year with a 2.47 ERA with a 4-3 record. So he got better over the years. If you look at all Rodriguez's stats, he actually gets, better, worse, better, worse, better, worse, better. If that makes sense. That does make sense, right? So with Rodriguez, he still has a career 3.28 ERA. But you take that 14.29 out of there, Rodriguez is actually in below the 300 ERAs for a pitcher over the course of his career. It's just the troubling numbers of everything else. He goes from pitching 69 innings, 65, down to 23 one year, up to 64, down to, or I guess back to 64 with that too. He doesn't give up much hits either. So in 69 innings, 55 hits, 65 innings, 65 hits, 23 innings, 15 hits, 64 innings, 50 hits, 38 innings, 27, 26, and 23. So Rodriguez, actually, if you look at the higher statistic numbers, is a pretty good statistic player. It's just the strikeouts are worrisome, and the earned runs on those hits and the home runs have a little bit of worrisome to it as well. And, his command, he has walked 60 batters lifetime. He's hit 12. So it's the command's there as well. We just hope to see that it actually does a bit better with the Miami Marlins. Like I said, low risk, high reward for the Marlins. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. I'm on out of here.